That's it.
There
Holy
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the look at the Holland boot. You can see a signature on it.
Wow.
And that wasn't even studs. That was like
A
outside of the
little
boot.
off. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the animation I was talking about. How are we doing today, guys? This is Lesky, and I am coming back at y'all with another pro player build for FC25 clubs. And as I said in my first one, which was the Kylian Mbappe build, go ahead and check that one out if you haven't already. I said I was going to make Haaland next, so that's what we're looking at in this video. So looking at this Haaland build, you're going to be listed as a striker. The height is 6'4". I know he is actually listed at 6'5", but they nerfed the pace and I think even the dribbling attributes of taller builds. So like 6'3", 6'4", and 6'5", they got a pretty big nerf. So if you go 6'5", you'll lose even more pace, and we just can't even get close to Haaland's pace. And I believe the build last year I had was also 6'4", because kind of the same situation. But even at 6'4" this year, we're not going to be able to match his sprint speed, but that's all right. So for the weight, you're going to be 152 pounds. This one will give him more of the slim body type, kind of like Haaland has. You can go all the way up to 174 to have the same attributes, but it just doesn't look as close to Haaland's body type, in my opinion. He is left-footed, and this build does have a 5-star weak foot. I know Haaland has a 3-star weak foot on Ultimate Team, but for a bigger target man style striker build like this, I think it's very important because you're not going to have great dribbling attributes to just cut it on your dominant foot when you want. So when you have a chance to just shoot, doesn't matter which foot you are shooting with this 5-star weak foot, it will just be best for this build, and especially because we have the acrobatic plus playstyle on this build, and a lot of times you just have no control of which foot you're going to use when you're going for like an acrobatic volley. So that's also another reason why I decided to get a 5-star weak foot. I could have went for a 4-star weak foot, but 5 stars just going to make this build even better. So one of my teammates tested this build out for me. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the gameplay. Perfect. Pepos?
Oh, we're so good.
He's there.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Bike.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, first try.
There we go.
Oh my, you were over that guy's head. Ooh, that's a tough angle. Oh my gosh, that would have been insane. Nice.
Ooh, there it is.
Dang, that dot was tiny.
Wow.
Oh my
What
gosh. The acrobatic plus is nice. Oh my. That got him. Dang, offside trapped and AI just read it. Ooh, a little sauce. Nice.
Chest. Yep.
Oh, good touch. Bop. This Haaland build is a beast, and what makes it so great is the high physical attributes and of course the phenomenal shooting attributes, but it even has nice pace for a bigger striker. So for the playstyles, the one that fits him the best is Acrobatic Plus, and that is what he has on his gold Ultimate Team card. He goes for a lot of volleys and he scores quite a bit of them in real life. So Acrobatic Plus, and you could see from those highlights, my teammate scored a lot with Acrobatic Plus. And then the other one is Quick Step Plus. This is what I had last year on the build, and he actually had Quick Step in FC24 on his card. This year, for some reason, they took it off and even lowered his acceleration a bit, but he is pretty quick and fast for a big striker. So we can't match the sprint speed on this build, like I said at the beginning of this video. So to kind of make up for that, I decided to just go Quick Step Plus again, but you could switch this one out and just go normal Quick Step. And then some other options I think would be great would be Press Proven Plus. I think kind of fits a Haaland build. He likes to body defenders. Aerial Plus would be nice. And then Rapid Plus possibly. That's if you're actually going to be getting the ball at your feet and kind of running in behind. If not, it's not going to be that useful. But I know they did give Haaland Rapid Plus on one of his special cards that he got this year already. You could even try Power Shot if you wanted. So you have a decent amount of options if you want to switch out Quick Step Plus for something else. So for the rest of the playstyles, he has Power Shot, Power Header, Press Proven. He also has Bruiser, which my teammate did give a try when he first started using this build. For probably about half of the games, he had Bruiser, but I don't think it really made much of a difference. I don't think it actually helps on offense a whole lot. Sometimes I've seen it trigger last year, kind of the same way Press Proven works. It would be cool if it could kind of work off the ball to like bump a defender before like someone is going to cross it into you, or before you're running on to like a through ball or something. Maybe it does work, but it's more just for defense, like high pressing and then bumping into a defender. So you could try that, and maybe you can body some players off the ball, and this build does have extremely high strength. So if you wanted to do that, I'd probably take off Tiki Taka because he doesn't have that on his card. This was just an extra one because we took off Bruiser. So we decided to go Tiki Taka, but you also could go Finesse Shot because he does like to inside the foot a lot of his shots. They're not really finesse shots. He doesn't really add a ton of curve to them and finesse it, but he kind of just does a really powerful shot with the inside of his foot. So he does that quite a bit, and it kind of fits the finesse shot playstyle if you want to try that along with the power shot. So then you would have three shooting playstyles. Let's look over the skill tree for this Haaland build, but I want to make sure y'all are aware of the facility cards that I have on this build. So the first one is the most important, which is the 3-star fitness coach, giving the relentless playstyle, and then +5 jumping and +5 stamina. The jumping is going to help us get to his jumping that he has on his card, and then obviously the stamina is very important, and then having the relentless playstyle is even pretty nice for a striker build, especially because the stamina isn't amazing on this build to start out. So the second one is the 2-star sports scientist, which will boost the acceleration +5 and then the reactions +5. And the last one is the 1-star sports psychologist, giving +2 aggression and +2 composure, which isn't as important. You honestly really just need the 3-star fitness coach, but I tried to make this build to where even if you don't have the other 2 facility cards, you can still use it and it'll work great. So this build has 86 acceleration, but the acceleration is getting boosted +5, so without it, it would be 81 acceleration, and I believe on his card this year, he has 80 acceleration, so you'll still have one more acceleration, but on his card, he has 94 sprint speed. So we're not able to match that, and that's kind of why I went for Quick Step Plus, to just make up for not being able to match his sprint speed. So it should still feel pretty fast compared to his Ultimate Team card. I already mentioned the 5-star weak foot that I put on this Haaland build, and I told y'all why I did that, but another reason is because we just had some extra skill points, so might as well go for at least a 4-star weak foot, which was what I was thinking originally, but then I said, screw it, let's just put a 5-star weak foot on the build. So for the rest of these shooting attributes, this build has 95 finishing. I believe he has 96 finishing, so we're only one off there. And then he has 83 heading accuracy, so I got it to 85, so a bit better heading accuracy. And then he has 90 volleys, so one better volleys, and that's going to help with the acrobatic playstyle. And then 94 shot power, which is what he has exactly. And then he has 83 long shots, so one more long shot. I didn't go for any upgrades to passing. The passing attributes are already very similar to Haaland's card, and I didn't want to go for any more upgrades. I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference. I made the dribbling quite a bit better than Haaland's card, so I got the agility to 80, the balance to 85, and then 86 ball control and 82 dribbling. So all those attributes are better than what he has on his card, and it's just nice to have good dribbling attributes even on a big striker like this, just to make it feel better and more responsive. And I think with Press Proven on this build, just having the higher agility, especially the high balance, no one wants low balance like he has. You don't want to be stumbling all over the place. It's going to be a good combo with Press Proven and the high strength on this build. Physical is important when making a Haaland build, and those facility cards are mostly going to be boosting the physical attributes. So the aggression is getting +2, The stamina and jumping are getting +5, and then the reactions is getting +5, and the composure is getting +2. So if you don't have any of those facility cards on this build, some of these physical attributes will be lower, but they are pretty important, especially the fitness coach and the sports scientist, but mostly the fitness coach to match his jumping. He has 92 jumping on his card, so we got that exactly. We do have better stamina, 85 stamina, which isn't amazing, but it's not too bad for a striker build, and we do have the relentless playstyle because of that facility card, so that's going to help a lot. So the stamina shouldn't be too big of a deal. And then he has 88 aggression on his card. Because of the 1-star sports psychologist, we actually match his aggression, which is pretty nice. But even without it, you'll still have 86 aggression, which is pretty close. He has 93 strength. We have that perfectly. And then going on the far right, he has 94 reactions. So that sports scientist is actually helping a bit, because without it, it would be 90 reactions, which is still pretty good. But we get one more reactions because of that card. And then he has 87 composure, so we're quite a bit better. But again, it would be 91 without the facility card. If you give this Haaland build a try, I'd love to hear how you got on with it in the comments. Hit that like button on this video for me, and then don't forget to hit that subscribe button on my channel if you haven't done so. As always, y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.